right, it's recording now. And it won't freeze because I tested it.
Okay. Well, you got your bug worked out, but I got to just warn people that I'm tethered to my phone and I keep like hitting my wire and falling down.
Yes.
So if I do, I'm just going to pick myself up, brush myself off, and keep on going.
Okay, so tell everyone what we're doing today, because it's about you today.
I can't even believe this. I'm so excited and I'm so nervous. I get to meet, I have a well, we probably all have a bunch of them, but I have a concurrent incarnation who's in existence right now in our when. But we're not going to talk to that one. We're going to talk to her, but a future version of her, me. And she's an Andromedan. And she is the one that what's going to happen, the way I understand it from Minerva, is that some people, when they cross, they're going to walk into their Sarsar or other bodies or whatever to reunite with their space people. But I'm not walking in. I'm absorbing into this other incarnation. So there's going to be two versions. And Heather and I were just chatting a minute ago. And can I tell? Or you can tell. I'll tell. She said that when Heather was like, calling me and she didn't know what to call me. So she's like, Kari's alien version, come forth. Yeah. And it was the current one. And so she was, a certain way. And she goes, no, I need the future one when Kari's there. And Heather clearly picked up a little bit difference in personality and that she was a little bit more shinier, I guess, a little gigglier. And that's what Avery had told me a long time ago. He said something like, I can't remember the words he used, but I feel like he said something like, I'm going to bring like the childlike qualities or the fun-loving qualities or something like that. So is that the impression that you got? That
she was more, I don't know, bubbly.
Yeah.
Not that you're super bubbly. I mean, you are, but you're not like super duper. Just anyway, right. I'm going to stop talking. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. I only just practiced with her for the first time a while ago, but she jumps in pretty quickly. So we'll see.
Oh, my questions.
This is so funny.
Oh my gosh, would you... What are you doing?
Hold on. I'm in a body. Hold on.
Okay. I hear it's a tight squeeze.
It is. It's so small. Not physically, because I'm not physically inside, but it's very, energy. The energy of it, the auric field around the body is a tight squeeze. It's a lot denser. Humans are very dense. Not in a bad way.
It's just different. Just an observation. What do I call you?
Whatever you want. Beautiful Mistress. I like that one. Beautiful Mistress.
Beautiful Mistress.
Because I am a beautiful mistress.
Hi, other version of me.
Hi, other version of me. This is so weird. This is weird. Right?
This is weird.
It's weird.
Look at us.
Okay. We need to stay on topic.
Okay. We don't even have a topic yet. Okay. Shh. Focus. Okay, so let's start with when are you? Can you give me
let's see. I'm trying to think. I don't go to Earth very often, and when I do, I don't even know where you're at, because I don't go outside with everybody. Let's see. I know
beautiful
that this is
Mistress. I have to interrupt you.
Yes.
My connection is so bad right now. I think you did this. I think that your powers are so huge that you froze my shit up.
I am so sorry. I feel like, though,
I don't know what...
this is going to be a continuous problem for you. So just get used to it. Just know that it'll work out eventually. How people need to see the video is how people are going to see it.
Okay, well, it just came through, but I couldn't see anything. Okay, so I'm going to go with this. So I didn't even hear you. Did you give me a ballpark as to your win?
No, I did not. Not yet.
Okay.
So 5 presidents have passed. Does that help you? That's what I know.
Yes, it does. Okay, I'm gonna do that math later.
5 presidents.
But I'm gonna say 8 times. I'm gonna say 40 years from now.
5 presidents since your death. Yes.
Okay.
I can't tell you when you're going to die, though.
Okay, that's okay. So we're like within 100 years of now, then, of my Earth years.
Yes.
Okay, I'll go with that.
100 Earth years, though. 100 Earth years.
Okay. Human Earth. Human Earth years.
Human Earth. See, those are things I don't remember. I don't remember about your time because I don't need to know about your time. Those are non-important details.
Okay. So can you tell me where you are?
I'm right outside your galaxy.
Are you in a ship or a planet?
I'm on a planet right now. I move around a lot. And what I do is I collect data about different species and cultures. So the work you're doing now really helps me today. Every lifetime has always affected the others. They all affect one another. But that aspect of your life, your human life now, helps me. And I collect data and I give it to other people that are in need of it. So let's say there's a species that's coming in and want to land on the planet, but they don't know about its atmosphere, if it has water, about the people that live there, or any animals or plants. I tell them, this is what you can and can't eat according to your body structure.
Wow.
This is how compatible you are to the planet's environment. That's what I do.
You're like a relocation agent.
Yeah, I'm a travel agent.
Yeah. So, when I talked, I don't know who I talked to because we sort of talked before, but Heather didn't trance you, and the impression I got was that some of the reason you had this information is because you were trying to find Avery and the babies, and on your journeys.
Yes and no. Yes. Let's just say yes. So when I I knew before you died that something was going to happen to me, that I was going to change. I didn't know what was going to happen exactly. I knew that it's a big change, some shift will happen.
Wow.
And I know a lot of humans can relate to that, and that they always feel a shift is going to happen, but they don't know what's exactly going to happen. They just know a change is going to happen. I had no idea. I couldn't even fathom that another aspect of myself would reabsorb with me. And I just woke up one morning, and it didn't happen overnight, but I woke up one morning feeling there was attachment, and I don't know what to make of it. It kind of felt, at the time I thought, oh no, there's an invisible leech on me, or I don't know. I just went to a new planet, so I thought maybe there was something I picked up there and I was getting sick, and it was something you couldn't see. And
oh no, I was a disease.
A parasite. So I went to the doctor. They said I was healthy and I was fine. So then I went to our more spiritual approach to things. And I found out that it was you and what was happening. And that's when I learned about my lifetime on Earth and what was happening. So then that's when I went to go look for Avery.
So you were like single and just living life, and then you found out that you have a love somewhere?
I had no interest in falling in love ever. And I think it was because of this.
You're waiting, huh?
Unknowingly. It is romantic.
Yeah. It is sweet. What do you think of him? Do you love him?
I do. It took some getting used to on my end. On his end, he jumped right at it. But for me, I didn't, he was so different looking. And I didn't.
Oh.
And it's not that I didn't love him. It just took me a minute because I was still reabsorbing you. It took quite a while to fully absorb you.
And what did you feel any connection to the babies?
I did. Immediately. I didn't have any issues with that, thank God.
I know, huh?
But
so now that you're used to, I ask this question all the time. I'm a human and it matters to us. Now that you're used to him, is he pretty?
Yes. Aww. People we don't really fall in love with looks.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, sort of. Not really. No, not at all. But so when I saw him, he just
But you
looked
can still
different.
appreciate it. Okay.
Yes. It just looked, he was just different than what I don't know what I was expecting. I didn't
That must have
know.
been so weird. You go to the doctor, you find out you're not sick, you find spiritually that you've got this other version of yourself, and then
I knew I just had to
you're
look for him. I knew it. I didn't know. I didn't feel any sort of attachment to him just yet, but I just knew I had to look for him. So I did.
What did your family think when you said, I gotta go find my man?
No one really no one cares over there. No one
Okay.
cares among our people. They know that what we do is for our own good and for the betterment of everyone else. So everyone trusted my judgment.
And you are an Andromedan? Is that right?
That's like saying, are you a Milky Way galaxian?
Are you a grain of sand on the beach? Okay. So tell me who you are then.
We come from, oh, okay, so each galaxy is very expansive. And, what is our planet? I'll just explain what it looks like.
Yeah, anything. We don't know anything. We want to hear it all.
Okay, so we have around 3 suns, believe it or not,
Wow.
but they're all at different levels or different areas. You would think that's not habitable, that'd be too hot. Well, the thing is not each sun is in the same phase. You have the different phases of the sun.
Okay.
And each one is at the first phase, which is where your sun is at. We have a sun like that, and that's where our planet's closest to. But then there's 2 others. And as they get older, they expand more.
Okay.
Your suns. And then they don't emit as much
heat and light
and everything, and pretty much
sun
it's going to
stuff.
blow up. Our planet will blow up eventually because we have a sun that's farther away that is in its final stage. So that's why we have been looking everywhere for habitable planets, and we can't find one that's perfect. So we went outside the galaxy, and we went to your galaxy, and we have yet to still find one. And what we're learning is that there's no planet like your home planet.
Oh, that's what Avery and Sam said. It's just, he said,
but they're still hopeful. So when we came and we told them it's not possible, we've tried. We were already in another galaxy. That really brought everyone down.
You burst their bubble, huh?
Because they still had a little grain of hope. And then we come in and we say, we looked at every planet in our galaxy and we're now looking at yours. We don't think it's possible.
Well, what about like a hybrid baby that's born and they're native? Is that kind of changing things?
It can, yes, because their bodies are more adaptable to that environment.
But still,
but their parents won't be.
Huh?
Right, it's not the same. Are you meaning?
Okay, I'm gonna start
with the hybrid children will be used to the environment they're grown in. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
But their parents won't be. Well, at least one of them won't.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to start in with these questions, and I'll probably throw like dozens in between.
Okay, I have to say this.
Oh yeah, you have advice for me and stuff.
Well, that wasn't what I was going to say, but yes.
Okay.
There are a lot of your aliens here, of Sarsar here.
Oh, really?
You're aliens.
They're mine. They all belong to me.
And they're taking notes.
That's so trippy.
It's a lot of pressure.
Is Avery there? Is your spaceman there?
He is. It's weird. I'm talking
Is
to
it? Because that's past him for you, huh?
Yeah.
Right?
He's changed. He's a very changed man.
Really? Oh my gosh, he got mellow, didn't he?
He did. Very mellow.
He turned into a family man. Oh wow. I want to hear my advice.
Okay. My advice to you is to relax.
Okay.
Calm the fuck down.
You sound just like me.
Because you put too much, you have no idea how powerful you are. And you think that the way you react to things are normal. You put a lot of attachment, a lot of energy, a lot of emotion. That's what I'm mainly talking about is your emotion.
Okay.
Your emotional capacity expands far wider, far greater than the average human does. And that's why you react the way you do to things. And when you respond to any kind of life experience, no matter how small, it could be you dropping your food on the floor to a family matter, you have such great responses to it. I want you to be able to hone in that power, and you release it so much on just experiences, and you get so caught up in trying to figure out what's the meaning, why is this happening, and who, why is this happening, what's the greater picture, and not just living in the moment. You forget to live in the moment because you're so busy trying to figure out the end result of it.
That's so true. I try, I don't want to waste any fucked up experience, so I try to find as many lessons as possible because I'm so hell-bent on healing. But I hear what you're saying. Sometimes I might make mountains out of molehills because of that.
You do that constantly, and every little thing is this big issue, and it's really not. And I don't want to tell myself what to do, but honestly, I'm doing it. Damn it! You need to just stop, just relax. Stop putting so much power into your experiences and just learn to let them flow. It's going to be hard to practice, but just let go and let them flow. Because then you can harness in that power and spend them on better things like channeling or leaving your body or do all sorts of things.
Okay, I'll work on that. I'm not exactly sure what to do, but I'll put thought into it and try to make that happen.
You just put too much power into your experiences. And I know that may sound backwards to humans because they say everything's about your life experiences. Yes, but it's also about learning to just roll with them and not try and fight them or try and get to the end result too quickly because you want to hurry up and get over it or anything like that. Just learn to accept them as they come and just relax. That's the best word I can put, is to just calm down.
Okay. And how do you know this about me?
Because when you reabsorbed, it was like I got all these lessons and all of these things that you learned, and you had already gotten your life review done. And so everything you learned from that lifetime just came rushing into me, and that's the one thing you learned from looking at your life review, is that you wished you would have just relaxed more often about the things that happened around you. So you learned a lesson before having to go through your life review. So there you go.
I know. I might change you. You might have just helped me change my life review for the better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I hope we don't piss Fairy Girl off with breaking those rules.
Oh, please. She's fine.
I'm so feely. Okay, hang on. Okay, let's jump into a question. Are you feely too? Are you a big crybaby?
No, I just laugh. When I get feely, I just laugh.
Okay. You can be like Buddy the Elf because he likes laughing. Laughing's his favorite. Okay. Here comes the first question. I know who some of these are from, but not all of them. And I can't read because I got sweaty eyeballs. Okay. Well, you know what? You kind of gave us some advice. I bet everybody could kind of go with that advice you just gave me, but I'm going to give you an opportunity to answer this anyway. Is there something that you could teach us that would help us in making the next step, that would just help us in making our next step towards ascension? It could be in general or specific. Is that anything you know stuff about?
Yeah, stop worrying about ascending.
Okay. Just live.
Yes, that's how you ascend, is just let go and let live.
Okay, I'll take that. Let go and let live.
Mm-hmm. People are so preoccupied with ascension that they don't ascend because they're just so stuck in the ego part of it. And the whole point of this ascension for humans to let go, not of your ego, but I guess more of the junky parts of your ego. Because ascension is supposed to be this grand, great thing. It's supposed to be the ultimate goal, but that's not the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is just to live.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. And I was in a place for so long where I just wanted to, well, I got to be honest. I just wanted to do my time here on Earth and go back home. I was pretty miserable. But now I'm like, I like being human. Things are starting to get fun.
Yes, it is so much fun. Okay, the things I remember are hilarious. So... Okay, so another advice is that when people say don't be preoccupied with ascension, they think so, don't ascend. No, everything you do is towards ascension. Every action you do. Doesn't matter whether you perceive it or someone else may perceive it as good or bad. It's still to help towards ascension. Everything's about growth. Everything you do helps you grow and get further. So just don't focus on it and just live your life and know that everything and anything you do, react to, happens to you, happens to someone else is all towards ascension.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so here's a question about the Sarsar, because we all love our Sarsar friends. They have said that we as humans are a particularly creative species, and the only ones that they've met who live with their animals as pets. And somebody wants to know if you've experienced such creativity or a love of animals in another culture.
Yes, I have. They have not even begun to scratch the surface on what's out there. No offense, but I've seen so much more than they have. So far, each galaxy this is our theory, because we are both, you mix spiritual with your science. We just call it, that's just what it is. We don't have a name to it. This is how we think.
Okay.
Each galaxy, each species has its own special trait that helps cater to the rest of the galaxy. So humans within that galaxy are the most creative ones. In our galaxy, that's not us. We're the most articulate and thorough. And what you learn is that each species and each planet coexist together, and so you'll find each trait that's stronger than others and then weaker in others, but when they come into contact, they make each other more balanced. So eventually what's going to happen, this is what happened in our galaxy as well. We're almost there, but this is what's happening. We're uniting with every species within that galaxy. And now we want to expand to other galaxies. We want to now unite all the galaxies together. And so within our galaxy, we do have very creative beings but then a separate species, they still live among their animals because they use them for their gain. Like creating tools or food or, but what you do.
Okay.
But they don't have that same issues humans do where they think it's wrong to use the animal for their own gain. They don't have that. They're more logical about it. Not that you're not being logical. You're just very emotional about it.
Right,
and that's
I understand.
Not to say you're not smart.
No, I get it. Sometimes logic and emotion just don't go together. I get
it. So we do have that within our galaxy, and then humans are that for their galaxy.
Wow. What does the Sarsar bring to the humans? Do you know? How does that?
Well, I'm still studying them, and what's really helped me study them was your group, because you had so much information all in one place, and I love that. It was very efficient.
You're welcome. I guess I gotta thank Heather. I didn't really have much to do with it. I'm just a mascot.
You had so much more to do with it than you know. And what I've learned is that they are very one. And not a lot of species are like that. They're within their own species, so many that are like rogues, or they go against. They have such a strong sense of unity at such a young age. They're a very young species. And that's something to be admirable about. And they're also very caring about their own. And they've also at the same time conquered that idea of us versus them. So they don't necessarily have that violent streak that humans do. They have a strong sense of unity, but not just within their own group, but they have it with others. Although they keep themselves separate at the same time, they have able to balance the idea of unity within their own species, but also not hating others, other species.
Okay.
They bring a lot of things, but that's the major one that they bring. Humans don't have that sense of unity. Even when humans say we need to all be one, they're still shaking their finger at the other ones that don't, accept themselves as all one. You're still separating yourselves from the rest of your own kind.
Yeah. I think we're we're supposed to do that though, because we're the humans.
That's where you're at.
But, that's just who we are. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you think? I know you fly around the galaxies, but how is it when you go to Nevada and visit?
It's every once in a while. I have a lot of work that I have to do, so I can't stay in one place for too long. When I do visit, it's it's not like
Are they
everyone.
receptive of you? Do they like you? How could they not? You're me.
I don't know if they don't like me, but the ones that don't, it's not that they judge me. They just don't care. They're just
Okay.
like, oh, she's coming here to visit. It's whatever.
Okay. Okay.
And they go about their day. If they want to talk to me, they can, but most of them don't. Most of it's just, I'm going to go see my friends and my family. And
Okay. I'm gonna. Ooh, hang on. We got to deal with my techie shit. You're all fuzzy. I need like Jeopardy music in between. Hang on. I heard it giggle. Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay. I'm gonna ask a question then.
Okay.
Well, okay. I'm gonna skip ahead because H wants to know if our kids are close with each other.
They are. As they get older and I begin to travel a lot more, they're away from home and with me. In the beginning, it's a little complicated because I have to be in two places at once. I want my children to have a stable environment, and the kind of lifestyle I have doesn't enable them to have a stable environment where they can grow up in one place. I don't think it's healthy for children to be moved around a lot. They need the comfort of one place. But they do go on their travels with me every once in a while, and they think of it as vacations. But their father travels a lot too for work. So we have to plan around that. It's very complicated. That's probably the only thing that's very stressful about my life is trying to plan around our work schedules. Because I'm not going to quit working what I do. What I do is too important.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit there myself in that, I've always been home with the kids, but I'm getting to a place where I'm ready to travel too. And so I can see how that conflicting schedule thing would be a bit of a challenge. Ooh.
So when he has to be off base for work, which is often, they're with me, and so it makes it seem like he and I don't see each other often, but we do. A lot of our work coincides together, so we see each other a lot.
How cool is that? What is he? What did he grow up to be?
He grows up to be. So I don't want to give this away for him, but it's a very exciting path. He takes a complete left turn where he's at.
Okay, don't tell him then.
Yeah, but eventually what it ends up being is it's almost like he's the same thing that I do, but for his own people, almost. I mean, his job description entails that a little bit, but there's more to it than that. It's more pilot-based, more engineer-based. But
Okay. So interesting. And how old are your kids right now? Our kids. So weird.
They're past their infancy. A lot of them, one of them's going to be starting school soon.
Star Fairy.
And then the other three, we have 4 kids. Then the other 3, there's one that's a toddler. And then the other 2, they're around the same age. They're practically twins. They aren't starting school necessarily, but they're not toddlers either. They're still kids. They're just kids. The in-between stage between. So,
did you have one of the babies?
I did. I had 2 of them. No.
Did you?
Yeah, 2 of them. I had 2 of them. And we're working on another one. So, well, actually, technically, I had 2 of them. You had most of them. Most of them.
How many are there? Did you just say you said 4?
There's 4. So
right?
Hold on. I'm working on it. There's 3 of them that you had. I had the 4th when I reabsorbed. Or you reabsorbed. Or
Okay.
And then we're pretty sure I'm pregnant now. That's why I'm saying 5. That's why I say 2 for me. I'm pretty sure.
Congratulations, us.
Thank you. And we want more. So we're just going to have so much more kids. Ugh, wow. I don't know how I'm going to do this.
Uh-oh. I have to tell you something.
Yes.
I have to run away real quick because last time I didn't have enough battery. I didn't know I was going to use my phone. Don't go away or start talking. I'll be back in 15 seconds, okay?
Okay.
Don't go away. I'll be right back.
I'm allowed to speak. I'm not allowed to speak. This is so weird. Huh?
Sorry. Oh.
It was weird not saying anything. I had to just...
Okay, was I gone long? Sorry.
No. You didn't hear me, though.
Okay.
I forgot. You have to put in
I did not hear you.
the things. You have to put in the magic.
Right.
Magic wires.
Magic wires. Okay, I haven't even gone through these questions.
That's okay.
Okay, we're gonna do another one. Okay. Well, you kind of answered this. Maybe you have another answer. What do you think about my life from your perspective?
Okay, it was a lot of fun. And I know that you don't really think of it like that because you keep trying to compare it to something that you do want. But when I look back on it, I think of all the fun little experiences you had. And they're really simple ones, like you being forgetful and forgetting your purse or your phone, or you losing things and having to look everywhere for it, or having to go back to your house.
Fun.
It's funny when you look back on it. It's like a funny movie, like a comedy that you're watching.
So funny. Okay. Okay, so you've answered those about meeting Avery and how he felt. He just jumped right into it.
He did.
He was cool with it.
He was. He was so excited to see me. He's a bit of a perv, though.
I was going to ask you, is he still a horny boy?
He is. Why do you think we have so many kids?
Tell me what he did.
So he knew instantly it was me because he could see it in my eyes. And he fell instantly in love. For my people, we're very different. We don't have that kind of connection. That's another thing the Sarsar bring to the table, is that strong sense of companionship that they have with their partners. Yeah. Not any other species is not like that we've studied so far. Really? There are within our galaxy, but within your galaxy that we've studied so far, no other is like that. It's very strong. Very strong. And
I feel so lucky for that. I love that. That's nice.
He's a good man. But he is a pervert, and I love him for it because of his perviness, he fell in love with me instantly. He was just all on board. He wanted to instantly have sex with me right away. And I was like, hold on. I'm not used to you just yet because I was still reabsorbing you, so it's still part of me and you separate.
Yeah.
So I said, you need to wait. And he was very patient. But he showed us our children right away. He showed us our children right away.
Yeah.
And they're so beautiful. They're very shy.
They are.
The eldest is very shy.
I know. I heard that. Poor baby. So, are you pervy and horny too?
No. No, you are. But with me, I leveled it out a little bit more. I can be, but only with him.
Aw. I'm still waiting for that stuff to kick in. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, what?
I'm just remembering things.
I'm right on the cusp. So do you know where I'm at in my life? I'm at the before still, and the after is just about to start. It's going to start getting good.
It's going to be different than what you're thinking it is. But it's
really
still going to be great. It's not going to be like a wild sex party for the rest of your life. It'll be a bit calmer, but you still will have so much fun still. And it makes me laugh because it's just so unlike me. the other part of me
Uh-huh.
that's unlike me. So it's fun that I got to have. It's like you took it all away from me. I was so calm and non-sexual, and you took it all. It's because you took it all. Yeah,
Yeah, I hog that shit.
you did.
It's being wasted on me, but I'm determined to get some use out of it. So you know the story then. Did you read my book?
No, I don't need to.
Oh, because you already know.
I already know.
Huh. So you have clear memories of it? Is it like just remembering your own life pretty much
Yes.
or not?
Yes, not at first. At first it
Wow.
came in flashes, and then it just started happening. I just would wake up and I would know things, and I don't know where the memory came from, and then I would say, "Oh, it probably came from Kari."
Wow. Do you know anybody else that has that same experience that they were absorbed into like that?
A
Have you
few
met
others.
anyone?
A few others, yes, and they say that it was
Okay.
very similar to that. And
And
I've spoken to a few walk-ins. It's a little different for them.
that's what I was going to ask next. What do they say? What's the difference? Because we have a few walking in and they're curious about that.
Well, everyone's experience is different. It's how they choose to decide to have that experience. So what
Okay.
I say, it may be completely different for you. And
Okay.
for me, for some people that reabsorb, they say it was similar, but still their experience was a little different because they decided to go a different route with it. Some of them wanted it to happen overnight, and it did. And that was like a lot for them. But that was something they wanted to have happen because they didn't have time to reabsorb slowly. I reabsorbed very slowly. It took me maybe a couple Earth years to finish it. Walking in, it's the same thing. Everyone does it differently. Everyone walks in either right away or if it kind of feels like a slow transition where one soul's coming in and the other one's slowly stepping out.
Okay.
Everyone's walk-in is different. But those are one of the two most popular ways that it happens. And then sometimes you walk in and you just feel different and you still have your old memories of like the person before you. So sometimes people don't know if they're a walk-in or not for a little bit. They just know they're different. And then those new memories start to trickle in from the other life. But again, everyone's different.
It's everyone's different. And so you have memories of two lives then,
I do.
right?
Mm-hmm. I chose to have that because it's important for me to have that other lifetime for me to connect with Avery.
Oh, God, we got an awesome story. Okay.
We get remarried, by the way.
Kari does?
No, I do to Avery. We do a
Fuck, you just tripped me out, girl.
No, you never get remarried. You never get remarried.
Wow.
One's enough.
Oh, okay.
One's enough.
Thank you.
But technically two. You were married to another one.
I know, huh? Two husbands. So Avery and Phoebe? Oh, no, wait, what are you?
Beautiful Mistress.
Right, beautiful Mistress has another wedding. How beautiful. I want to go. Just kidding.
Okay.
I'll be there.
You'll be there.
Thanks. Okay, so H wants to know if you and I are besties. I already know we are.
Yes, we are. We don't talk as much as we used to, but it's because we're in totally different places. But we are best friends.
I love her. I love her.
She's so weird.
She's so.
I love her. So weird.
Takes one to know when to stop.
It does. I take her on the ships with me sometimes. She'll come travel just to see me. And she loves to study cultures. And she'll ask me everything. She'll just sit there for hours, ask me all kinds of questions, and it gets annoying.
God, she's such a pest. I'll have a talk with her human self about that, okay?
Please.
Okay, so you've answered a lot of these already. That's cool. Oh, no, you've answered that one too. Ooh. Asking about like previous romances. You didn't really have one.
No, never. Didn't ever. Didn't really not.
Didn't really not. Ever. Okay. Okay, God. We're doing just fine without this stuff. Do you know anything about my kids that they want to know about Kari's kids? Or is they're just like so far in your past they just don't even matter?
No, it's too far in the future. They're dead.
Right. They're dead. Sorry, kids. You guys are long dead.
You're dead?
so funny.
And when I was reabsorbing I didn't have those recollection of those memories of those kids or an attachment to him just yet. And then when I finally came to Earth, and then there was that period where I had to find him. So by the time all that happened, they were already, you know, they were far older, and it didn't work out. Never really met them.
Do you have an interest or not really?
I could talk to their spirits if I wanted to, but I don't. And I actually, I'll say it.
Go ahead. We're rule breakers around here.
2 of them are in your life as your children, as the hybrid children.
Layla's star fairy, isn't she?
She is. And then you have your boy Ryan that comes in as one of the close twin ones. He likes to do twinny things.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, I knew it. I knew she was Layla because she's so similar and quiet. And when Alice told me that Star Fairy just thanked me for giving her space to be her quiet self, I was like at a pivotal moment with Layla. And I took that as a message to do the same with her. That was so cool.
I don't know if Josh is going to be coming in, but he hasn't so far. I don't know. Maybe he's in here now with me. Well, not in this body, but by the way, another secret, because I know things, she will get pregnant soon. This one.
Heather, wait, which kind of
Sam.
Baby? Really?
Sam.
Soon?
Since I'm just spilling beans all over the place.
Oh, you're another Volty. So when does
him.
Earth carry?
Oh,
what? You love him too?
Yes.
I love him.
He is alive as an extraterrestrial later on in our life, and we come across each other, and he is a great man to work with. His species is very intimidating looking, though. Very intimidating. Very tall, white, but they look like a gray, but white and not gray colored. And they're very tall, and they have these strong looking calves, and they walk on their toes with a strong back arch on their foot, and it's just crazy. They look like I see that image in my head. I'm trying to figure out their big round heads and very intimidating looking, very muscular. You can see the muscles, so strong.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
No, they do not look human at all. You would not find them attractive. You would not find them attractive.
Is he smart and sweet?
He is.
Like he is?
Well, he's very smart, sweet. He's more, this is the answers I have for you. Here you go. Have a lovely day. You know, just very factual.
Oh, okay. How did you know that it was him, though? Just because you're more evolved and you understand.
Right, when I absorbed with you, I had already met him before the when I sucked you in. I had already met him prior to that, but once I did, I recognized his soul right away. And I said, I knew you from before. And, you know, he's a bit serious, but he can smile and smirk and be a little sweet. And I told him about it and found it very interesting.
Oh, gosh. I just love the way he is, like, intertwined in these lives of ours. I want to investigate him more because I know that there's more that I don't know about.
He's a good man to work with. It makes my job a lot easier. Because they're exploring a whole other galaxy. So then he comes to me with the information they've gathered. And I say, this is great. So now I don't have to go travel all the way over there.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, swapping notes then.
Yes.
Okay, somebody wants to know if you have a potty mouth like I do. Drop the fuck bombs.
I do sometimes, but not nearly as much as you did.
I know, what's up with that?
I'm still me, but with you, and it balance each other out. It's less, both of us on both of our ends is less extreme.
Okay. Oh, you must be fairly peaceful then if we're getting rid of the crazy shit. I just assumed we're getting more mellow.
We are. You are way more mellow. Mm-hmm.
Do you mean as Kari I'll get more mellow, or when I'm like dead and figure it out and come back I'm more mellow? Do I master that shit a little bit? Fuck.
Dead and figure it out. But you can change that. That's why I give you the advice I did.
Really? Fuck. See?
You need
I love my life sometimes. Okay.
ooh. Someone over here asked a question.
Go.
They were
Yes.
asking what is the significance behind exchanging notes about the galaxies.
Oh, God, they're so smart. Okay, go. What?
Haha, they are. The benefit of it is we want to unite all galaxies. And what we're learning is that there's more than one universe and more timelines. And we want to expand to include all of it. So we're all in communication with each other. But it's difficult because we're trying to unite one universe. And within the universe there are many different galaxies. And then solar systems. And then planets. And we're trying to get that all together. And it's hard to do because it's so expansive. It's so huge, and we just want to explore. It first started off with just exploration, trying to find another habitable planet, and then it turned into, let's make friends, and then it turned into, let's just be more than friends. Let's all just be one species, as one, and not think of each other as friends, but just be one. And we have found other species that are like that with us along the way, and we joined forces. We created a little team together that we do that with, and we don't really know the benefit of it just yet. We just know that overall it's good to have a bigger family, isn't it?
Yeah. Are most species kind of like that? Are they receptive to that idea, or is it like we need to stay ours
Half
and
and
our
half.
own?
Half and half. It's about half and half.
Okay.
Gosh.
Well, let's talk about your society a little bit. I'm going to throw some examples out there, but you can just tell me anything. They want to know about like social norms, family structures, what you eat, and how you communicate, your stuff like that. Just anything, your culture.
Our food is boring. We eat what our body needs to sustain itself. So that's about it. Sometimes we'll eat these specific kind of, you could call them leaves. And they give us a type of high. That's why we do them. And it's fun. But it also has its own nutritional value to it. You just get high as a result from it. It's like a cleanse. It cleanses out any toxins in the body. And because of that, it causes you to get high because it's like you're at a higher vibration because of it. So you get this sense of high. Those are fun. We don't do it often. We only do it when you absolutely need to. Like, say you got sick and it's after you got sick and we want you to further cleanse out that body of anything else that might still be in there. That's when you do it. So it's more of a medicine. And what else? Our family values are, we're very flexible people. We've transcended that need for a culture. Does that make sense? Because we've expanded so much and we've taken in so much information, we've gathered different cultural norms and values from other species and made them our own. And we nitpick at what we want within our own lives. So we don't really have one culture. I guess our culture would be to create your own within